Good evening, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Tuesday, November 25th, 2014, around 5:24 p.m. in Ballot, Massachusetts. It was a decent day today, mix of sun and clouds. It was very warm, close to 60, and I can't believe tomorrow they're talking about 6 to 8 inches of snow. A winter storm warning is in effect for much of southern New England, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, and it's going to be downhill beginning tomorrow afternoon. That's when the heavy stuff of snow comes down. It's supposed to be rain showers in the morning time, then it's changed over to snow. I can't believe it. It's going to snow 2 days after it was 70, but this is New England this time of year. Up and down roller coaster, and I don't like it, but you have to deal with it and stuff. Hopefully this is not going to be a bad winter with snow. Maybe this could be the only snowstorm of the year. You never know, but I doubt it. And one little tidbit before I go for my next video subject is sad news to report in the world of the NHL. Former NHL player Murray Oliver passed away at the age of 77. Condolences to his family. That's about it on that. My next subject is the 2015 Baseball Hall of Fame ballot, and it was announced yesterday that 34 players are on the 2015 Baseball Hall of Fame ballot, including 17 first-time eligible players, including Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, John Smoltz, Carlos Delgado, Nomar Garcia-Pera, Gary Sheffield, Tony Clark, Tom Gordon, Aaron Boone, Jermaine Dye, and a few others on the ballot for the first time, plus holdover candidates like Craig Biggio, Jeff Bagwell, Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Mike Messina, Mark McGuire, Tim Raines, Don Mattingly, Alan Trammell, and Lee Smith, among others. Don Mattingly's 15th and final year of eligibility is on the Hall of Fame ballot, and Dispatch July, the baseball writers have announced that players could stay on the ballot for 10 years. They're eliminating 5 years, so it was reduced from 15 to 10 years. I think they're doing this to weed out the steroid players, so they don't get in 15 years at all. And if I had, and to be a Hall of Fame writer, these writers have to be on the Baseball Writers Association for 10 years. And here are the 10 names I would vote for in the Hall of Fame if I had a ballot. The first name, definitely I would vote for pitcher Randy Johnson. He went over 300 wins. He had the second most strikeouts in baseball history, so I'm voting him in. And the next one is Pedro Martinez, a pitcher. He's had 3 Cy Young awards, and he had to dominating during the hitters era, which is the steroid era. Definitely voting for him if I had a ballot. The next guy I would vote for is John Smoltz. He's one of the few pitchers to have, the only pitcher to have at least 200 wins and 150 saves. He's definitely going to go in the Hall of Fame. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. And he's definitely getting my vote. The next one that I voted, if I had a vote, would be outfielder Gary Sheffield. He hit over 500 home runs, and he was a consistent hitter and stuff. Even though people heard that he did PEDs, he never tested positive for a test. And I'm definitely voting for him if I had a ballot. The fifth one I would vote for is former Red Sox shortstop Nomar Garcia-Pera. Was a 2-time American League batting champion, a pretty good shortstop and stuff for the Red Sox, but he went downhill after going to the Cubs and stuff. But I would still vote for Nomar if I had a ballot because he was a great player. The sixth person I would vote for is Barry Bonds. Before he did the PED use in 1998, if he retired in 1998, he would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer anyway, and he was an all-around player before 1998, which was good. The steroid thing made him a monster player, but still I'm voting for him anyway. The next player I would vote for, pitcher Roger Clemens, was a dominating pitcher before the steroid use happened for him, alleged steroid use in 1998. If he retired in 1998, he would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. He would get my vote if I had a vote. The eighth player I would vote for is second baseman Craig Biggio of the Houston Astros. He played 20 seasons with the Astros. He plays catcher, second base, and outfield. He has over 3,000 hits and stuff. He was 2 votes short last go around. This is the third time on the ballot, but I would definitely vote for him if I had a ballot, and he's definitely going to get in this year. 2 votes short, he'll definitely get in. That ninth person I would vote for is pitcher Mike Mussina. Mussina had a consistent career of pitching, 270 wins. He won 20 games. The last year he was pitching in 2008 with the Yankees. The last pitcher to do that before Mussina was Sandy Koufax back in 1966. And Mike's definitely going to get my vote if I had a ballot. And the last player I would vote for if I had a Hall of Fame ballot would be, I was debating to put maybe Jeff Bagwell or Edgar Martinez on it, but I decided to pick the greatest hitting catcher of all time, Mike Piazza, on my ballot if I had a ballot. Mike Piazza hit well over 400 home runs. He played for the Mets and Dodgers and A's and Padres, and he would get my vote if I had a Hall of Fame ballot. What's more likely going to happen, I'm predicting, with the Hall of Fame ballot this year for 2015, I think Randy Johnson and Pedro Martinez are definitely going to get over 90% of the vote, and Craig Biggio will get over the hump this time around. The question is if John Smoltz will go in the Hall of Fame in the first try. If he retired in 2008, if he was on the Hall of Fame ballot in 2014, because of Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine, his former pitching mates from the Braves, that somehow he would have went in with Glavine and Maddux on the first try. It's a little iffy with John Smoltz. I think he's going to probably hover around close to 75%, but will not get in. And I think expect big jumps for like Mike Piazza and Jeff Bagwell and Lee Smith this year and stuff like that. But I don't see like Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds getting the 50%. I think their numbers will go down. I hope Mike Mussina's numbers jump up and stuff. And Gary Sheffield should be over the 5% threshold to return to the ballot in 2016. Nomar could be a different story. I have a feeling he's not going to be having the necessary 5% of the ballot to stay on, but you never know and stuff like that. And 2016 is going to be Ken Griffey Jr. and Trevor Hoffman on the Baseball Hall of Fame ballot for the first time. And Griffey Jr. and Trevor Hoffman, mark my word, will be 2 first ballot Hall of Famers. And whoever is not voted in, who's close by, like John Smoltz or Mike Piazza or Greg Maddux, they're definitely not, I mean Mike Piazza, I mean Jeff Bagwell, they're definitely going to be Hall of Famers soon. And that's about it on that. Third and final video blog of the night will be about Bob Cousy, former Red Celtics great. Bye.